Greetings, Shuttleworth Foundation. My name is Dugan Hinchey, and I'm a research lecturer in Japan. My research interests are about open educational resources and digital educational technologies. And I'd like to introduce a project called Fair Read. I've been working on this for 2 or 3 years now. And in a nutshell, I want to actually challenge the for-profit companies that are kind of dominating publishing and ebook distribution right now. So 3M, Overdrive, and even Amazon. So I think we could actually do this if we had comparable content, as in open domain, beautifully illustrated audiobooks that could be recommended and then actually uh, vetted by users for use in K through 12 language arts and English as a foreign language programs. So the actual source material would come from the Internet Archive, Project Gutenberg, and Project LibriVox. And I've already done a test version of this. Let me show you how it works. So here I've got the Excel file, and I mined about 700 books from different bookshelves in Gutenberg and pulled that data from their database. I then added my own metadata of whether it was illustrated or not, and I also cross-referenced with LibriVox, so if there's an audiobook or not. And then from that, I cleaned the text using different Perl modules, and then took that text and ran some readability tests on it, so I can get the readability score, Fog, Flesch, or Kincaid, right? And then from that information, I could give it a level. So basically, I'm created graded or simplified readers for use in education, instead of having to actually go out and buy them or spend ridiculous amounts of money buying ebook versions of them. So I could level them, and I could also give a kind of score or letter to the length. So I've got a graded, simplified library of ebooks that's in the open domain that are illustrated with audiobooks. Also grab the first 100 words that can be used for a really simple placement test. Students could read the first 100 words and then say if they understood it or not, and then self-place themselves. And then the recommendation engine would kick in and start recommending books to be read by the student. So it looks like this in a nutshell. Sorry. The library I looked at so far, it's about 500 and some odd books. I kept the vocabulary overlap the same, the orange one, and I actually had the readability Flesch score just go down, which it worked out very well where I could cut the levels off. And then length worked out to be like this. So the first 20,000 tokens was an A, and then B, C, and so on. So students could read along the A track, or they could go up in length if they so desired. There's different ways it could be used in education or individually by students. So just to give you an idea of what it looks like, here's Little Wizard Stories of Oz, right? I'll pull up the metadata. So using the HTML zipped files from Gutenberg, we could pre-populate a Word doc using a couple other bits of software to have really nice formatting. So we changed all the headers and then auto-linked in the audiobook from Gutenberg, right? Kept all the original images, or all the original images, and also managed the internal linking for the table of contents, so that works. And it's all text friendly and print friendly. We purposely did this in A4, so you can actually print this book out and bind it yourself if you want at any print shop. So behind this, the recommendation engine is going to be crunching this data, right? It's level 3 length A, has images, has an audiobook, especially these scores, right? And this data suggests that an American school student at level 6th or 7th could be reading this, right? But it doesn't just have to be for use in American school systems. This could be used for any students trying to learn English or just read for pleasure in the world. So that covers the online version of the library. I think this is a great opportunity because the open domain or the commons will start to be replenished in 2019 when copyright will again start expiring in the United States. So I think that's a great opportunity to actually start this project. And another aspect of the project was to actually include the books in an offline version. So now with Raspberry Pi, it has wireless networking capability in version 3. So you could pre-populate a large USB stick with the actual data, so the ebook, as in the PDFs, the audio, the MP3s, and all the information and data, and then have a wireless offline version of the library. So you could place that on the desk. Students with smartphones could approach it, connect to the Raspberry Pi, and then actually get recommendations and download the books that are appropriate for them. Or teachers could use this just to, carry the whole database with them to other remote locations or to other print shops or however you want to do it to get entire print libraries of the database, which I think would really revolutionize extensive reading and language arts in the world. That's the project in a nutshell. I'm Dugan Henchy. If you want to find out more, go to dugan.com. Thank you very much.